questions tonight following the local Children's March for Palestine.
Yeah, organizers helped kids make banners and learn chants. Critics say children are repeating the words of hate and not seeking peace. Our David Emilati is hearing from participants and members of the Jewish community tonight.
Hey, hey, ho, ho. Zionism has got to go.
Those children are learning how to go out and effectively tell the world that Jews do not belong in their indigenous homeland.
Pro-Israel activist Tracy Goldstein says video of children protesting for a free Palestine over the weekend in Tower Grove Park is indoctrination on full display.
As a Jewish woman standing in the United States watching those children, it's jarring.
The St. Louis Palestine Solidarity Committee organized the Children's March and Teach-In Day on May 4th. This flyer for the event offers education, art, and snacks.
They're making it even worse. They don't want a solution either. They're not teaching chants of peace, they're teaching chants of hate.
She's not alone. The video gaining millions of views on social media. Some argue the action doesn't benefit the city of St. Louis, but there are mixed feelings about the dialogue.
I don't think the chants are hateful at all, and I think we're so focused on rhetoric and words instead of actions that are actually happening. Over 45,000 people have been killed, mostly women and children.
Mother Nahad O'Day attended Saturday's event with her 3 children.
There is no excuse for a child to be killed if they're Jewish, Palestinian, no faith at all.
But there is a disagreement about the chants these children recited.
Zionism does not equate to Judaism. You know, we have nothing but love for our Jewish brothers and sisters. You know, we teach Zionism as a political ideology, and I don't think there's anything wrong with saying, you know, using that chant.
The children united! The children united! Will never be defeated!
Goldstein says she is a Zionist herself, someone who believes the Jewish people have the right to their homeland, Israel. She fears these parents are teaching these kids pro-Hamas messaging.
You have a group of people that want peace who are willing to sit at the table, and you have another group of people that want those people dead. And that's the bottom line. And that's the story. That's it.
David Emilati, First Alert 4.
First Alert 4 reached out to the St. Louis Palestine Solidarity Committee. The march organizers, they say about the event, quote, "We don't mention Jewish people in a negative context at our gatherings. A lot of our members and leaders are actually Jewish," end quote. First Alert 4 is told future children's protests will happen, but it's unclear when and where at this time. If you want to learn more about the St. Louis Palestine Solidarity Committee, we have more information inside this story on the First Alert 4 news app. Also,